Good day, Amherstburg. It's myself, Laura D'Alessandro.
And it's Ron Giofu from the Rivertown Times, back on the airways of 107.9 FM CKBG The Berg for the Rivertown Times Week in Review.
A little rainy today. It's a Wednesday, so of course, if it's going to rain any day of the week, it'll rain on a Wednesday. I think that's always how it kind of goes.
And of course, we went out and started stocking up some papers and stocking up some boxes, and naturally that's when the rain hit, so...
You left dry and came back quite soaked.
A little bit, yeah, just a little bit damp out there, but it's okay. We need the rain, so I'm not complaining. I planted a bit of grass in and around my house, so maybe it'll actually get properly watered.
If anybody's out near Ron's place, be sure to slow down and take a look. He's done wonderful things. You planting grass, you planted wildflowers, you have a potted plant.
Yeah, we got a couple hostas in the ground, and I'm going to turn it into a regular green thumb.
I'm quite impressed, Ronald. It's a long time coming. The McGregor Music Festival held their wrap-up party. It was held last week, and a check was presented to the Windsor Cancer Care Center Foundation in the tune of $85,000.
Yeah, it was another great event out at Coan Park in June, and as is tradition, they met for the wrap-up party at the home of Sue LeClaire. She chairs the committee, and all her volunteers were out. A representative from the Windsor Cancer Center Foundation was out, and they presented the $85,000 check. They counted about 825 people that went through the gate last month. I believe it was June 8th out at Coan Park in McGregor. They had 8 bands, the popular pig auction, car show, raffles, a whole lot of stuff happening last month. And it all added up to $85,000. So that's quite the haul. It goes to the Cancer Center Foundation's Patient Assistance Fund. So if you're suffering from cancer or you have some financial ailments as a result or financial restrictions, I guess is the proper way of saying it. From your diagnosis, maybe you're missing some work, you're falling behind on your bills a little bit. The Patient Assistance Funds can help, and that's what they try to do, and they got an $85,000 boost thanks to the McGregor Music Festival and their organizing committee. So great job by all involved, and like they say, it's a reunion out there every June. A lot of the same people go back, they bring the same bands, and it's the approach, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Next year's their 35th anniversary, and they're planning much of the same thing. Maybe they're going to add a few things just because it's a milestone anniversary. And if you want to mark your calendars 11 months in advance, it's June 14th, 2026. That's Sunday, June 14th, 2026 is the 35th annual McGregor Music Festival, but the 34th annual this year, $85,000.
That's amazing. Just a little thing that you mentioned there. What is a pig auction?
It's not what you think. There's not an actual pig there. It's
Shucks.
It's just, I believe, there's a lot of meat being raffled off and that sort of thing. So it's a lot of meat, a lot of meat products, and
that's kind of neat. That's a different take on things.
Yeah, you take it home and you cook it as you like it. So
well, that's very. I don't know.
I don't know what to say.
I regret asking. All right, turning our attention to other things in the paper, the Boblo dock is gone. The dock finally got the heave-ho last week. It had fallen into disrepair over the last few years, and it had sparked quite the debate between the town and the federal government, but it has been removed, and it's like it never existed. It's like this landmark is gone.
Exactly, yeah, the ghost of the Boblo dock.
It is.
Yeah, so you're driving out Front Road South, it's not there anymore. And the funding was finally approved a few months ago from the Department of Fisheries and Oceans, and it was supposed to start in mid-June, and that's the original date we were given, and got delayed a little bit, but that's okay, because last Wednesday, crews showed up on scene, and by Friday afternoon, it was gone. The Boblo dock is no more, and I know we got a lot of pictures online, got some in the paper this week. Well, a once mighty, proud landmark is now gone. It had fallen into disrepair. I mean, a lot of people had driven by it and noticed it had been twisted and started coming down, and a lot of people were concerned that it's going to fall into the river, and, maybe if other vessels would come into contact with it, it'd show up on people's shorelines and that sort of thing. But those concerns have been alleviated. The dock is gone, and like you say, Laura, it's like it never existed. It's still, you drive by and it's
no sign of it at all.
No,
nothing.
Maybe if you look really, really closely, and I don't recommend you do this when you're driving, but if you're in the passenger seat, you can maybe look over and you can see just where the fence was, where the tunnel led to the dock, but that's about it.
Is that all filled in, that tunnel?
As far as I know, it's still there. I mean, I haven't been down.
Why don't you go take a look?
I haven't been down there. As far as I know, it's private property, so I don't recommend people going down there either. Just
because you'd park on one side of the road, take the tunnel under the front road, and then you'd end up on the dock. Is that how it used to work in the day?
Yeah, and you come out and you walk up the dock, you get on the boat, and head over to Boblo.
Them's were the days, eh? Did you ever go to Pablo as a kid, Ron?
A couple times. I remember that was one of our field trips in elementary school. I'm a proud graduate of Anderton Public School. And
Well, I wouldn't say they're
they're
so proud of you.
Yeah, they're not bragging about it. And I believe I was a bus patrol, believe it or not, one year. And I think as a reward, the bus patrols all got to go to Pablo one day. And I went over, and some of my friends and I are just, we were playing mini golf, going on the rides, and didn't go over often as a lot of people did. But I still have memories of Pablo Island as the amusement park.
I love to see little Ronnie, the bus patroller. Oh, I bet he was
kind
of a dork.
Kind of, yes. Treating it lightly, yeah.
Oh, Renaud. Okay. Also, well, we talked about it a little bit last week, but it's finally in the paper, is the Canada Day celebrations. Because of our press deadlines last week, Canada Day didn't get in last week's paper, but it's in this one, the July 9th issue. The Canada Day race, whopping amount of people, over 1,000 people participated in the run, and they raised over $23,000.
That's going to be split between the Amherstburg Food and Fellowship Mission, Amherstburg Community Services, or ACS for short, and the Briarswood Youth Camp Optimist Club. Of course, Briarswood's still fundraising for upgrades to the camp out on Texas Road. So 3 great causes, and they're going to be getting a good chunk of change. This time of year, I mean, I'm sure fundraising, slows down a bit, and this is going to be a nice boost for all 3 organizations. So congratulations to all involved, and Molly Allaire and her husband Dan.
You got
They
it.
were organizers of this year's run, Walk and Wheel. It was a 5K and went from the fort all the way down to the Blue Haven Motel and back to Fort Malden. And
Which is a lot farther than you think.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I mean, there's a picture of a certain somebody who maybe not works at the RTT. You'll have to pick up the paper to find out who I'm talking about. But I promise you, it's a treat. And so pick up the paper and find out what it's all about.
Also, speaking about Briarswood, they're hosting a Midsummer's Dinner at GL Heritage. That's going to be on July 23rd. More information on their website, which is briarswood.com. It looks like tickets are between $40 to $45, and I think you have to get those in advance. So just a shout out there to Briarswood, what they have going on.
And that is mentioned in community events as well.
Perfect. We both were kind of following the mayor around the last part of last week. He was out doing the grand opening for the new heart clinic at the Amherstburg Healthcare Center, and he was also here at the CKBG headquarters as they celebrated their 2nd anniversary in the naming of the Marty Adler Studio.
Yeah, we're in the newly renamed studio as we speak, recording this program. So congratulations to CKBG, congratulations to the Lub Dub Clinic in the Amherstburg Healthcare Center, and great additions to Amherstburg, of course, and so happy anniversary, welcome to town, whatever applies. So we're just happy to have you, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I feel like the mayor's got those scissors out at least once a week, cutting something.
It feels like, I just got another notice this morning about another, I believe it's a check presentation next week. Staying busy and handing out checks and cutting ribbons and
all the things.
Doing all kinds of fun stuff around town.
Speaking of the town of Amherstburg, Amherstburg is one of 5 municipalities receiving funding to help map areas impacted by Phragmites.
Yeah, that comes from the Nature Conservancy of Canada, and the town's getting, I believe, $13,100. It's actually, the grant is going to the Essex Phragmites Management Area Working Group, which the town is involved with. Urca's getting $64,900. Amherstburg's getting the aforementioned $13,100. The town of Kingsville, $12,000, and the city of Windsor and the town of Essex each will receive $5,000. That was announced at an environmental advisory committee meeting last Thursday, and we got full details on that in this week's issue of the RTT.
And town council, they're going to meet Monday night, and I know we were kind of talking about it this morning in the office. They're going to decide about General Amherst on Monday night.
Yeah, it's that's one of the items on the agenda, so keep an eye out for that. Probably going to have some information in next week's paper. Actually, we will have information on next week's paper. Unfortunately, we got a letter to the editor on it. I do wish to apologize for that, but it came in late. I couldn't get it into this week's print edition, but it was kind of giving some thoughts on the General Amherst site. I don't want to downplay it, but that is one of the items we're going to be discussing July 14th, is the requested zoning bylaw and official plan amendments for 130 Sandwich Street South. That's the General Amherst site. Recreational options for H. Murray Smith Centennial Park is also on the agenda. They did not get a provincial grant, that being the town of Amherstburg. So they're going to decide how to go forward from here. There's a few different options on the agenda. what could go in, from tennis courts to multi-use courts to walking trails and that sort of thing. So we'll stay on top of all the issues and get them into the paper as quickly as we can, and also onto our website, www.rivertowntimes.com.
Turning our attention to sports, it's kind of quiet around the sports fields and things going on. Obviously, there's no high school sports, and the Admirals are on summer vacation as well. But it's the end of an era for the girls' volleyball program here in Amherstburg. Coaches Jeff Miller and Mary Ewer have decided to call it a career. After a combined 50 years on the sidelines, they're moving on.
At least as it pertains to the senior girls volleyball program, Jeff's still going to be doing some coaching. He's still heavily involved with the South County Bandits travel program. He's still going to be involved with that. He's still going to be doing some stuff around North Star. He's still going to be there as a teacher. He's still going to be helping out with the junior boys program in the fall. I know family considerations are the reasons he's stepping away from the senior girls volleyball program. And Mary she's been coaching, I believe, 32 or 33 years at both General Amherst and North Star. And because Jeff is stepping away, she's stepping away as well. And the reason this is kind of a big deal, at least I think so, is because they have had just an enormous amount of success with that program. They've won, I believe, 14 WEXA championships. That's a number of, I forget how many total SWASA championships. And when they go to OFSA, that's the provincials, they've won 9 medals overall, 3 of them gold. So that means they've coached 3 provincial championships in that time, and come away with, like I said, 9 medals from the provincials at the OFSA tournament. So they've had one heck of a run at North Star High School and at General Amherst High School. So I decided, they deserve some kudos, and just for a great run with that program. Like I say, Jeff's still going to be quite busy. He's going to, still be coaching at the travel program. Still going to be involved at the junior boys level at the high school, and of course he's going to be involved. His daughters play volleyball, so he's going to be driving them around and helping them out and doing the family thing. So, but I did want to give them a shout out for their specific tenure with the General Amherst and North Star senior girls volleyball programs, and it's definitely a job well done.
Yes, for sure. All right, turning our attention to the weekend, Music Off the Back Porch is going to be Friday night out at the Park House. Dave Wilson and CKBG's very own Doc and his lovely wife, the Rev, will be... what do you got on tap there, Terrence?
I don't know. I'm praying for rain at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, rehearsals going that well, are they?
Well, that sounds fun.
Well, barring rain, it's this Friday night from 6 till 8 at the Park House, which is located at 214 Dalhousie Street, kind of almost at the foot of Rankin Avenue. It kind of borders onto the Navy Yard Park. So if you're strolling through the park, come on in, or if you want to make a specific trip, come on down. Admission is free. Donations to the Park House are accepted. It is advisable to bring your own lawn chair. They do have a limited number of seating, but if you want to make sure you get a chair, bring your own lawn chair down, and I'm sure the folks at the Park House will love to see you against Doc and the Rev and Dave Wilson.
Before you head out to the Park House, if you wanted to grab a hot dog, the Harry United Church is having their hot dog stand from 5:30 to 6:30. Harry United Church is located at 45 Munger Street, so that's going to be every Friday night for the month of July. Saturday, the Fort Fun Center is hosting Fun Day at the Fort. That's on Saturday. Ron did a preview story on page 7. It's from 11 to 8 on Saturday. Sunday, it's the Bike Rodeo in partnership with Families First and Windsor Police Services. That is from 10 to 1 at Families First. The ad is on page 6 with more information and a QR code to register. Gibson Gallery, they have their new exhibit. That's ongoing all next week. Anything else you can think to highlight, Ron?
Lots of stuff happening. So I know I got 3 golf tournaments I'm going to this week. I know I'm going to the Jovanovski golf tournament. I'm going to the community living golf tournament. We will be heading to the House Youth Center golf tournament. So it's a busy week on the links.
Yeah, for sure.
And so if you're a golfer, there's plenty of opportunities to get on the course and
golf for a good cause.
Exactly, yeah.
I wanted to highlight that we've done something new this year. Ron and I decided, actually just last week, that we're going to close early on Fridays. We typically don't take summer vacations where we close the paper, but we do need some time off and, want to enjoy the summertime. So we're going to be closing the office at noon on Fridays for the month of July and August. So if you happen to stop by or you call, chances are we're not going to be there. We are going to close the office at 12 o'clock on Fridays. So just keep that in mind.
So office hours, 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 9 a.m. till noon on Fridays through July and August. We'll resume our regular hours of 9 until 4, Monday through Friday in September.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's about it for me. I think we're staying busy. We just want to give a shout out to our driver, Louise. And we know she's doing a great job out on the roads, and we're still thinking of you, Ken. We're no longer with us, but we know we're still thinking, yeah, we know you're still in the heart and in the mind of Louise, and she's doing a great job for us. And again, check out rivertowntimes.com if you want to view us on the web. And again, our papers are being delivered all over Amherstburg, Harrow, Essex, and LaSalle.
And we have to shout out, we have a special carrier this week and a guest in studio. My son, Dominic D'Alessandro Jr., he helped Ron deliver papers this morning, although he came back a little bit drier than you.
Yeah,
Does he walk faster, or?
Yeah, I gave him the shorter road, and he got out of the rain quicker.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was...
When he came back and you didn't, I said to him, like, should we go check on Ron? Is he okay? And he said, I don't know. I saw him walking down to the river. I thought, well, that's how it ends.
Exactly. Yeah, just in wet anyways. We may as well just dive on in.
Do you want to come say hi?
Good day, Amherstburg.
He's going to be a future Villanova Wildcat.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you, Bub, and thanks for all the help today.
Thank you.
All right, Amherstburg, I think that's it for us today. So stay cool, stay dry, enjoy summer, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, have a great week, have a great day, and see you next Wednesday here on CKBG 107.9 The Berg at 12 noon next Wednesday, and the replay at 4:30 p.m.